Listen up, we're looking for recruits. If you're with me, let me see your hands. Stand up and salute. Get your killer heels, sneakers, pumps, all lace up your boots. Representing all the women. Salute, salute. It's who we are. We don't need no camouflage. Just a female.
Hello everybody, it's ARMYprinncess here and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for my new subscribers. I'm kind of getting a little bit of a following here, and I just want to say thank you to everybody. If you're new, then welcome, hello. And I will also suggest that you make sure you hit that subscribe button. You do not want to miss what's new coming in 2017. Speaking of new, I have a new background. If you can see, this is my vanity area that I'm in, and I'm so excited. I am in the middle of a series on this DIY vanity area makeover, so please, like I said, subscribe. You do not want to miss it. There's going to be 3 episodes in that series, and I'm not done with the area yet. I still have a lot of tweaking to do, but I wanted to just come on and say that I wanted to do this video because this is something that is kind of needed, I would say. I see a lot of people that are thinking of joining, that are already in, and they do not like their job. I have been in for a little bit of time now, and I thought this video would be very fitting because this is the new year. Well, the new year's coming up, like I said. And a lot of people do join, you know, after the new year. I myself joined in January, right after the new year. So because of that, I know that people are searching YouTube and scrubbing the internet for what to expect, and just everything that encompasses joining the military, what they need to know, what to expect. And I think that picking your job, and I think that before you go to MEPS, there are some things that you should know, and then once you get to MEPS, there are things that you should know. So this video is a very, very important video for anybody that's thinking about joining, or even someone that's in the military now and they're reclassing. So the first tip, or the first thing that I want to speak about is before you even walk into MEPS, before you even walk in and speak to a recruiter, you need to start doing research. You should research which job you want to do, everything that the military encompasses, because you don't want to end up like me. I didn't do any research. I did 0 research when I went in there and I spoke to my recruiter, and I will be doing a video on why I joined. That's a whole separate video. But before I went into the recruiting station, I did 0 research, so I had nothing to gauge myself off of. I had nothing to say, well, I should be doing this or I shouldn't be doing that. I should be looking at this job, or I know I don't want to do that job. That's the first thing you need to do before you join the military. Do your research on which job you want to do, what field you want to go into, because a lot of jobs you need to have certain degrees, you have to have certain test scores for, you have to have a certain skill set for. So I was in school when I joined the military. Well, when I went in to speak to the recruiter, I was already in college. I wanted to go for, I thought that once I went in and talked to the recruiter about a job, I said, well, I want to do nursing, not knowing that nursing, you have to already have your degree. So that's why I said, do your research on what you want to do before you join the military, because some jobs you have to have prerequisites for. Now, with that being said, doing your research, you want to look at a job that you can do long-term, A, and then B, something, if you're going to do the military short term, something that you can have a guaranteed job when you get out. I see so many people going in there, picking the first thing that the recruiter gives them. Then they hate their job when they get to their first duty station. And then when they decide to get out, because they hate their job so much, they can't do anything with that skill set. So you basically wasted your time. You went through all this training for what? So please do your research before you join the military. The second biggest mistake that I see people make once they get into that recruiting station is not taking the Asvab test serious. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't take anything away from this video, take this away. Take your Asvab serious. The Asvab is a test that the Army makes you take before you even swear in to determine, I guess kind of like a placement test, to determine where you are. They score you. The higher the score, the better the jobs. I don't know what the lowest score you can make to come in. I know I scored about a 98, which is just kind of like an average range. The 90s is an average range. You need to have at least a 110 or better for the best jobs. It's basic paragraph. It's comprised of paragraph comprehension, math, words, the basics. But people don't take it serious. And the recruiters a lot of times don't tell you to take it serious. When I went in there, I was like, okay. I think it's on the computer, so you just click. It's like a multiple choice. You click, you know, 1 + 1 is 2. Click 2. But had I known that that test was so important, I would have definitely taken it serious and tried to get the best score I can. You can go to your public library. You can go online. They have all kind of ASVAB practice tests. Please, even if you think you can ace it, go ahead and take practice tests. Go ahead and get ASVAB for Dummies and try to get the highest score you can on that ASVAB test. That ASVAB test, like I said, determines what job you can pick. There's no sense in doing all this research and getting this great job and then you score like a 50 on the ASVAB and you can't get the job you want. So first thing, like I said, is do your research. Second thing is try to score as high as you can on the ASVAB. Please take it serious. The third thing that you should know is when you're picking your job, depending on what you get on the ASVAB, pick a job that, like I said, is going to be something you can do long term. Medical. People are always going to be sick. People are always going to need medication. People are always going to need medical care. Computers and technology. That's probably one of the first biggest career fields that's out there right now. You want to pick something in computers, something signal, something technical, something that you know you're going to have a guaranteed job for in the long run. Whether you stay in for 20 years or you get out after 4 or 5 years. Those are jobs that's going to set you up for success. I am in the medical field. I wanted to do nursing, like I said. I couldn't do nursing because I didn't have my degree at the time. So I picked pharmacy, and I do have a video, Day in the Life of a Pharmacy Technician. I figured, well, I'm going to be in the air condition. I'm going to be in the hospital. I'm going to not get dirty. I'm going to be in a clean environment. I can do this for 20 years. You know what I mean? So pick something that you can do long term. I see so many people, like I said, that hate their job. They're out there in the motor pool. And by the way, those recruiters won't tell you this stuff. They're going to say, I'll give you a $20,000 bonus to be a truck driver. Well, why do you think they're going to give you this bonus? The life expectancy for a truck driver is like 20 days. And you're going straight to Iraq because they need truck drivers over there. I mean, when you get out, you can be a big rig truck driver if that's really your goals and aspirations. But I wouldn't suggest you go into it picking that job unless you really want to be a truck driver. And then by all means, be a truck driver. But I'm going to end this video because I don't want to make it too long. If you all have questions, please comment below and let me know any questions. But I just really want people to go into the recruiting office and speak to their recruiter, having the information that they need when they go in so that they're not blindsided, so they're not set up for failure, so that they know their options before they even go in. A lot of the times recruiters do work off of a quota, so they're just trying to get people in quick, fast. People don't know what they're getting themselves into. I didn't know what I was getting myself into when I joined. Like I said, if you all have any questions about what you should know before you join the military, then just make sure you comment below in the comments. I always try to respond to my subscribers and the people that comment on my video because I think some of these things are really important. So this is it, guys. I'm going to end this video now. I want to say bye and thank you to all my subscribers.